So thank you for listening to the podcast. This is a portion where we offer some bonus material. I welcome back Liz Entin to the show, and I give the guests an opportunity to talk about something or share a story unrelated to what they talk about in the Awakening. I think it gives you out there a little sense of who she is. So Liz gave me a little hint of what her story is, and I think you're going to find it very, very fascinating. So, Liz, tell us your experience.
Sure. Well, my second book, if you're wondering what the second part of the subtitle is, And Fights for Justice with Her Dead Dog, here's the story. So, kind of dark, trigger warning. I had a good friend who was sexually assaulted by Harvey Weinstein, and I was one of the first people she told. She'd been my roommate. So I end up testifying twice. And it just turned
You testified in court at his
in
trial?
court, twice at his trial and once before the grand jury. So 3 times total. And there was a lot of crazy aspects surrounding it. First of all, at one point, this friend had been a roommate for a short period of time, and I had my dog, Peanut, who unfortunately has since passed. And at one point, I can't go into the details, but he was in our apartment, not invited, and
Harvey Weinstein,
yeah. I wasn't there at the time, and that was part of my testimony, so, I don't really go into the details of it for reasons, not really supposed to. But my dog, Peanut, a pug chihuahua mix, really small, she was chasing Harvey Weinstein, and he was terrified. So that's part of my testimony, ends up going viral. There's headlines everywhere, Harvey Weinstein was once one of the most powerful men in Hollywood. He was no match for Peanut the Chihuahua. Rough justice, RUFF. Peanut is everywhere. She gets a segment on Court TV.
Oh, wow.
She's everywhere. And then, my testimony, I will give one moment of an obnoxious brag. So apologies for that. But
you're allowed.
Yeah, my testimony ended up going viral. I kind of ripped his lawyer to shreds.
Good for you.
And and it was, it was a crazy experience. I certainly did not expect to suddenly have a famous chihuahua. And even the second time I testified, when it got much less press the second time overall, but when they referenced me in the press, just a little bit, they referenced me as the one who had Peanut, the viral chihuahua from the first trial. And this is...
You and Peanut became famous.
Well, Peanut a little more so, but...
Wow. I'll tell you something. You never know when you're going to meet someone and you speak to them and learn what other aspects of their life. And that is certainly interesting.
Very interesting. And it's kind of made me reassess aspects of my life. I'm trying to get my businesses to a certain point, but this might be not the expected reaction, but I kind of absolutely loved the process, loved every bit of it, except the night before. I was nervous.
Of course.
Yeah. And I'm kind of thinking of going to law school, but, it's a big life shift. I'd make the decision in the next, I have a goal to get my businesses to a certain income and level, and following, I have a second business too in the climate space, and then I'm thinking of law school, night law school. So we'll see.
Listen, what I learned about how you articulated the things you learned, that would bode well for you as a lawyer.
You're not the first person who said that. I even have had people who've been lawyers who started investigating this. When we started talking, they've asked me randomly. They're like, "Oh, did you go to law school?" I'm like, this is how my mind works. My mind aligns with this way of thinking, and I really care about justice. There's so many horrible injustices and abuses of power. I don't know which causes I would take, but...
Well, I think you'd be a good, excellent lawyer.
Oh, thank you.
You gotta be detailed, you know. You gotta you got to be research the topic, and you got to be articulate, and you have all of those.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So again, I want to thank Liz for being on the podcast today, and that was a very interesting story.
Yes. And look up Peanut, the Chihuahua, Harvey Weinstein for her.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.